What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tim Aslan here with Counter Trend Capital, and it has been a minute since I've updated you guys on the Elliott wave count of Bitcoin. So we're gonna get right into it. But first, there's an important announcement I need to make, especially if you live in the U.S. So you probably already saw, but our main partner, BitGet, they are requiring KYC now, and obviously for people in the U.S., that's a problem. And the reason they did it is because now they're in that top 5 exchange rank. And, they really got to be careful with the SEC, especially what's going on with Coinbase and Binance. So they're trying to protect themselves. I totally get it. I'm bummed out. I've been with them for over 2 years. Really, really like them. Really good team over there. But for us in the US, I think it's time to part ways. We still will have them as a partner, and we'll keep the 25% off fees. So if you're in Europe, Asia, or any other country that is not restricted by KYC, I would recommend using them still if you're comfortable KYCing. If not, we would like to announce our new partner, which is BingX. They are no KYC, so if you're in the US, you're totally fine to use them. We tried to get some kind of similar fee discount like BitGet, but they wouldn't allow it. So the only way we could do it is we negotiated a significant decrease in our partnership salary and commission, essentially, for me and the other guys on the channel. So we're making a lot less than we would have. But because of that, we can offer you guys 20% off fees. I don't think any other YouTubers are doing that. I think most YouTubers are greedy and want all the commissions to themselves. But we don't really care about that. We want to give back to the community. So use our link below for 20% off perpetual future fees. BingX also has the DXY, a few indices, gold. So they have other derivatives that are really cool, especially since crypto has been really slow lately. So definitely check them out in the link below. Anyways, getting back to Bitcoin. So last time we were around this area, and the last video was essentially that we're shorting this high. And we did not know that we would get this huge drop down. So the guys in the group made 20% gains on this short, which is really great. Sadly, we were expecting a bounce. I told you guys in the last video we were expecting a bounce around here to then break the high. We didn't get it. That's totally fine. Now let's assess where we're going from here. So I have a few scenarios. The first one being that this is an ABC. Let me get my drawing tool right here. So this is an ABC right here for a W. Then this is an ABC or WXY for an X. And then we're going to do one final ABC for a Y leg. And the targets would be down here. I'll show you. So you would get this pivot with the trend-based fib. So from here to the W to the X. The first area of interest is this 618, around 23.6. The second area is 20,700, which is, by the way, inside this CME gap, daily fair value gap, and weekly order block. So this is definitely a big area of interest. And then we have even 19K for down here, and we have 16K. But I'm not really paying as much attention to the one down here. I would say this area is very, very important because check out these up thrust candles. We never really retested that area. So I do think this area will get tested. We also have a weekly level in this area. So pay attention down here. Now, the other possibility for the count is that this is actually a flat like this. So where we have, an A, B, C, and then we're going to go up and break these highs. So I'll show you how we get targets for that. So we would go from the top of this area to the bottom here, and then the top there. We can move these. And the first area of interest is this 1.23, 24,130. And then the second area of interest is this area, again, in confluence with a ton of big fair value gaps, order blocks, CME gap, and the weekly level confluence. That's 21,686. And we can get further confluence by counting the smaller waves within this C wave. So you would have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And using our trend-based fib, we can go from 0 to 1, then from 4. And then you can see here, we have confluence with the 1.23 at our first target right there at 24,130. Then we have a target in the middle somewhere, not as important. And then we have the 200% perfect confluence with the 1.618. Usually the fifth wave doesn't hit the 200%. 1.618, 1.23 are most common. But if we do break this level, then this is one to definitely look out for. Next, I want to talk about spot. So spot actually did not break this low on this chart, which was really interesting. So let's go right here, Binance. So you see that this low held on spot. So that's actually really interesting because if you fib this for the flat scenario, we actually hit this 100% really nicely. So let me know what you guys think in the comment. What is more important? Do you think the spot chart is more important, or do you think the perpetual futures chart is more important? Now, the reason the perpetual futures broke this low is because we had this long liquidation wick on that chart. So it might be possible that the spot is actually more important, and we could do some sussy stuff right here and go up. I don't really like that because this actually hit a target on this move up, and this looks very triple wavy. So we had this as a triangle right here, and we hit our target right there and came down. So let's talk about more shorter term analysis and what our group is personally doing. And again, if you want personalized entries, definitely check out our Discord, because that's where we're going to be posting these entries. So on the smaller time frame, we have what appears to be either 5 waves down completed or almost completed. So let me show you the 2 scenarios we have on the smaller time frame. So we have this 1, 2, 3 can be here, and then an ABC flat for our wave 4. And then one more low is coming for the wave 5. And this is how you get targets. So take a look at my trend-based fib pivots. So down here, around 25K, 24,630, and then 24,150, which actually is in confluence with that ABC flat scenario from earlier. So definitely pay attention to these 3 zones. These are only valid if we break this low and we don't break this high. So if we go down first, these are the areas we want to long. And when we do long these areas, what should happen is if it stops at these first 2 fibs, is we'll get a retrace up, probably into these fair value gaps up here, and then further downside. So we're going to hit a little wombo combo, long to short, and then down. Now, the other scenario is if we go up first. So if we do go up first and break where this number 4 is, then I would relabel it like this. I would bring my 4 over here, I'd move my 5 over here, and then I'd have this as A, B, C, probably getting into this 1 hour fair value gap, maybe even this higher one and this higher 4 hour. So the targets for that would look like this. So you see these targets have nice confluence with these fair value gaps. I'd put my stop at the 200% here, and then I'd short this down for probably a break of these lows. Because then what would happen is this would turn into a B, C, like a bigger C, right, going down to complete that WXY, right? This would be the Y leg. Or if it's the ABC flat scenario, then it would be the 1, 2, we'd get a big 3, and we'd probably go towards that 1.618 target around 21 or 22K. So those are the two local, essentially strategies that we have going into this coming week. This has been insanely chop over the last weekend. I hope you guys were able to go out and spend some time with your family and not trade this garbage. We did catch a few nice alt trades over the weekend though. And I think a lot of the alts look better than Bitcoin. And that's been the trend lately because Bitcoin has just been doing some crazy stuff. You know, we actually caught this long in the group. I think we longed right here, right before it broke out. So that was really nice to see. But that's all I have for you on Bitcoin. We're still going to assess this. Once we do break either this high or this low, we'll have a much more clear idea what we're in. And I'll update you guys in a few days, most likely, or next week. But for this coming week, you should have all that you need to know in terms of Elliott wave theory. Now, make sure to watch Twisted's SMC ICT version of what he's thinking. It's very similar, but just uses different concepts. And make sure to check out the Bing X link in the description for 20% off perpetual futures fees. I think they're also doing a deal right now for the first 100 people that use the link. If you deposit $100, they actually give you $50 bonus. I'm sure you guys are depositing a lot more than that, but you know, $50, you can get a nice dinner from Bing X. Anyways, guys, always browse the channel, turn the notification bell on, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.